There are hundreds of Bluetooth trackers on the market. Today I'm going to give you my top 10. I've tested all the major brands and models with over 60 different Bluetooth tracker review videos on my channel. And I gotta tell you, some of these things are great at finding misplaced items and some are just terrible. There are some on this list that were released a few weeks ago, and there's one Bluetooth tracker still on its rumor train, and if it gets released, it's gonna crush the competition. So definitely stay tuned, and I'll give you more information on that one. If you're new to this channel, I cover Bluetooth trackers a lot, and they release new models and new features all the time, so I hope you will consider subscribing. If you want more information on any of these Bluetooth trackers, make sure you leave a comment below, and also check out my full pros and cons list on my website, which I'll leave a link down in the description below. Starting at number 10 and dropping down on my list this year is the KeySmart Pro. With its Swiss Army knife-like key organizer and built-in tile Bluetooth tracker, it definitely stands out from anything else on this list. In addition to organizing your keys, you can also add accessories like a little micro wrench, a small knife, or even a USB flash drive. They say the rechargeable battery can last up to 3 months, but in my testing it's more about 45 days, so I do recommend that you charge it up every 30 days just to make sure you don't run out of power when you need it the most. They've released a couple different colors over the years, but they really haven't upgraded the guts and made it any better since the original release. It still does make the list because it's a part of the largest crowdfunding community, which is Tile, and I love that you can carry all these little gadgets all in one package. It is something that I carry with me every single day. Before we move on to number 9, I have a honorable mention, the Safe Dome Recharge, which is actually the first wireless rechargeable Bluetooth tracker that I've tested. All the other rechargeable Bluetooth trackers that I've tested all require some type of wire. Plus, it's super thin at 1.70 millimeters. It's pretty similar to other Bluetooth trackers that don't have this wireless capability, but does have some limitation with its sound level, battery life, and it doesn't run on iOS devices unless the app is fully running. So I think this is a great start, and for being the first wireless rechargeable Bluetooth tracker on the market, it gets an honorable mention. At number 9 is the Cube Shadow, another thin Bluetooth tracker at 2.22 millimeters, but does have that proprietary wire. I love the shape of this, but I wouldn't say that it's the best wallet Bluetooth tracker, although it is small enough to fit into your wallet. The battery life is about 3 months, and I would say the sound is pretty good. Now, if you're looking for a rechargeable Bluetooth tracker for a laptop or tablet, this is probably your best choice due to its genius magnetic charging wire. Other brands you'll have to completely remove and replace when the battery dies, and if it's rechargeable, you'll still have to remove it because a lot of these brands have a clip-like proprietary wire that you'll need access to both sides of the tracker. It has some awesome features and a great app, which I'll get into more detail in a moment when I talk about another Cube tracker. At number 8 is the Taomate. Ooh, that rhymes. They released a brand new version this year and they proved the distance, but they really didn't change anything else. I recently did a distance test between last year's model and this year's model, and there's really just marginal improvement. It has a replaceable battery that lasts up to 12 months, has a water resistant rating of IP55, and since it's a tile, it has the largest crowd community finding feature, so if you do happen to lose your Bluetooth tracker beyond Bluetooth range, it has the greatest chance of it being found. And talk about being found, the Tile sticker comes in at number 7, which is Tile's newest Bluetooth tracker and also their smallest, which comes in around 26.5 millimeters round, but it is kind of thick at 7.5 millimeters thick. It doesn't have any holes for a keychain or lanyard, so the only way to attach this to things is to use the adhesive that's on back. They say it's waterproof but don't give any IP rating, so I decided to do my own test and it did quite well. Here we go. Also nice is they include 2 stickers for almost the price of 1. The downside here though is Tile did go back into its old ways and start making Bluetooth trackers with non-replaceable batteries. It does have a 3-year battery life, which is very cool, but after those 3 years you will have to throw them away and get a new one. The sound level came in at 97.6, which is okay, and they say they can go up to 150 feet, but in my max distance test I got a little bit more, 180 feet, which is still very limited compared to some other Bluetooth trackers on my list. Coming in at number 6 is the Pebblebee Finder 2.0. Pebblebee 1 was one of my favorite designs, and now they've released their brand new version. This one features a rechargeable battery, and it's the very first rechargeable battery that actually uses USB-C. Sound levels at 94 decibels. They say it can work up to 500 feet, but in my distance test, I actually got a lot less. It works with Lady A, aka Alexa, and also the Google Assistant. So if you can't find your keys or your phone in your house, you can actually ask one of the personal assistants to ring your Pebblebee for you. They say the battery life is about 6 months, but I haven't had it long enough to confirm that. I will be updating my full pros and cons list on my website. If you want to see that, there'll be a card right up there in the top right, and also a link in the description below. Pebblebee does have a cool feature called the Left Behind Alert, which is an hour range notification. So if you do leave your Pebblebee behind, say at a restaurant, it will actually ring your phone to let you know to go back. Downside to this is that it's only one setting of 10 minutes. So you're 10 minutes away from your device if you do happen to leave it behind. Hopefully in the near future they make it a little bit more customizable. And if you happen to lose your Pebblebee beyond Bluetooth range, you can mark it as lost and have the community help you find it with the Crowd GPS feature. We're about halfway through now, and if you made it this far, put hashtag MDT down in the comments below. Moving on to number 5 is the Cube Pro, which is the big brother to its original Cube and the Cube Shadow, which I mentioned earlier. Even though it has a replaceable battery, it has a great IP rating of IP67, and I had a lot of fun testing it, and it did great. You can use the Chipolo as a selfie remote. It also works with Lady A, but doesn't work with Google Home or Siri just yet. Has multiple disconnection and smart notifications to really customize how and when you get notified of leaving your Cube behind, which is really nice. So if you have a Cube Shadow for your laptop or tablet, you definitely want to consider the Cube Pro for your keys. Moving quickly to number 4 is the Chipola Card. And until recently, it was my go-to recommendation for anyone that was looking for a Bluetooth tracker for their wallet. Due to its thin design, 12-month battery life, a decent sized lost community, and it had in and out range notifications. So when I left my wallet behind at work, I knew right away to go back and get it. Still to this day, it's one of my favorites. And talking about Chipolo, coming in at number 3 is the Chipola Plus. Might as well throw the Chipola Classic in there also. The only difference between the two is the Classic has a replaceable battery that lasts about 9 months, where the Plus has a non-replaceable battery that lasts 12 months. Both models feature in-hour range notifications, decent sound level, and also have good range. They also work with Lady A, Google Assistant, and Siri. At number 2 is the brand new Taomate Slim 2020, which is the brand new king of wallet trackers. Taomate Slim's previous model only had 1 year battery life, but this new model has a 3-year battery life. It has great sound and distance, but does not have any hour range notifications or what they call smart alerts. Now, they do offer it for a premium service, but in my testing, these smart alerts do not work on the Tile. That Tile premium service does cost $3 a month or $30 a year, and you get a couple extra benefits that a lot of other Bluetooth trackers give to you for free. So I do not think the Tile premium service is worth it. But even without that service, the Tile Slim is awesome because Tile has the largest number of active users currently in their community. So if you happen to lose your Tile beyond Bluetooth range, you have the greatest chance of finding your item with Tile currently. And at number 1 is the Tile Pro 2020. Yes, last year they released the Tile Pro, and this year they released a new one. I was impressed last year with the distance, and then this year I'm even more impressed. It got a little bit more distance, and I couldn't believe it. When you consider it works with all 3 major voice assistants, Lady A, Google, Siri, plus it has a great sound level, enormous range, and the largest crowdfunding community. It is definitely the best tracker on the market. But there's a storm brewing with the rumors of the brand new Apple AirTag. That's right, there are rumors that Apple is creating their own tracker. There is nothing official yet, but there are some good rumors and predictions, which I've done a couple videos on the Apple AirTag. If you guys want to see those, there'll be a playlist right up there and also down in the description. Now, the big thing here with the new Apple AirTag is not the design and what it's for. It's actually actually the number of active users. Where if you compare it to Tile, which has about 15 to 20 million active users, so if you happen to lose your Tile, you go into the app, mark it as lost, and then those 15 to 20 million active users all looking for your Tile. If Apple releases their Apple AirTag, they have over 900 million active iPhone users, plus all their MacBooks and other Mac computers all looking for your Apple AirTag, which makes it over 1 billion active users all looking for your Apple AirTag, and that is a game changer. If you want more information about the AirTag when they release it, I hope you would consider subscribing by pressing this blue circle. And if you want to check out the Tile Slam playlist, definitely check that out right there.
No, nothing can break me.